Equipment is in place to begin the repairs on the Chickamauga Lock in Chattanooga. Good evening, I'm Kim Chapman.
And I'm Josh Rowe. The lock closed down after a routine inspection revealed a hairline crack and a 78-year-old piece of steel that supports the gate. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says the work should last about 3 weeks. Officials say this maintenance work is fully funded, but hundreds of feet away, the new replacement lock is still a work in progress.
As a matter of fact, we're going to have to keep the existing lock going for quite a period of time, because even if all of the funding were available right now to start construction on the new lock, it's going to be 6 to 8 years before that new lock would be complete.
Congressman Fleischman says the water traffic industry supports an increase of the diesel fuel tax that would give more money to fund the new lock, but that will not come up for a vote anytime soon.
And for some Chattanoogans, the Chickamauga Lock shutting down really doesn't mean much, but for others, it's a way they make their living.
Some businesses are being forced to scale back. News Channel 9's ALYSSA SPIRATO joins us now with that story. ALYSSA.
That's right, Kim and Josh. However way you look at it, the temporary closure of the lock will affect the boating and waterway community. On one side, it's a nuisance for boaters trying to cross over, but on the other, it holds more serious consequences. This time of year, Lakeshore Marina's docks are quiet, but owner Laurenne Piercy says there's one thing that brings families out on the waterways, no matter what the temperature.
I know many people have talked about going down to the gorge, the fall colors, everywhere from this side of the lake. It's always something that people look forward to.
But Piercy says with the lock being shut down for repairs, that may be something families have to postpone doing until next year.
For recreation, I know, the gorge is people's favorite place to go down to the gorge and do the fall colors. So it's just going to be, people just won't get to enjoy that this year.
While some families may have to rearrange plans for the weekend, others are left without work. And one business owner says his company is losing more than $100,000 of revenue in the process.
We're laying off our towboat crews, about 16 people total when you consider it's a 24/7 operation.
On a normal day, this barge would be preparing to cruise up the Tennessee River to deliver goods to Knoxville, but that plan is halted for the next 3 weeks.
Each barge is about 65 truckloads, so each barge you see is 65 truckloads of product waiting to be moved.
More than a dozen barges sit in the waterways at Saradino's Inc., some of them loaded with the more than 6 dozen loads of goods just waiting to be sent to their next destination. But Saradino remains positive.
We've been told for the last couple of years that one day there's going to be a phone call, or in our case an email, saying the lock is closed. Fortunately, it's hopefully just 3 weeks.
Peter Saradino says the layoff is temporary and hopes things will kick back up once the lock reopens. Lockmaster Scott Emmons says the real work on the lock begins early tomorrow morning.